In today's art lesson, we will learn how to draw and paint a frog, a cartoon frog. So let's get started. You will need a piece of paper. I'm using a watercolor piece of paper, but just use what you have available to you. You will need a set of watercolor paints and a paintbrush. You will need a cup or a bowl with clean water and something to draw with. I'm going to use a black oil pastel, but you can use a crayon or a marker. It's up to you. And you will need a paper towel. So let's get started. We're going to start about right here on our piece of paper, and what we're going to do is we're going to make our frog first. So we're going to come up on our sheet of paper, come over, and then come down with a shape that almost looks like an upside down U, letter U, but it's more squared. Let me show you what I mean. So we're going to start about right here, come up, come over, and then come down. So this is going to be the face and the body for our frog. Let's make some eyes up here at the top. So we're going to make some upside down letter U's like this. It's okay if they're not exactly the same size or shape. Now we're going to go again and follow along that initial U with another U. It's going to go on the outside of that initial U. And that will create the eye. Let's put some pupils in there. If you'd like to make a different type of pupil, you can do that. I like to just make round pupils, roughly the same size. All right, the next thing that we're going to do is make the legs down here at the bottom. So we're going to make 2 lines and then some toes. I just like to make 3 toes with a circle at the bottom, and then another leg, toes, and circles. Now I'm going to connect this line to the foot, this line to this foot, and that will create the body, so I've closed it up. Now we're going to make the back legs right here, but you're not going to be able to see the whole back leg. So we're just going to make a curved line coming out and then coming back in. Curved line coming out and then coming back in. Remember that this is a cartoon frog, so it's not really realistic. Let's make a smile. I like to make a really big smile on my frogs, like this, giant smile. And then you can add some teeth or a tongue, anything that you'd like. I think I'm going to add some teeth. So a straight line, and then I'm just going to add some teeth. There we go. Now my frog needs to be sitting on something, so I'm going to make a lily pad down here at the bottom. So I'm going to start with a curved line coming out with a space. Another curved line with a space. Curved line with a space, and curved line. Now, in those spaces, I'm going to come back and put the letter V like this, and that will turn that shape into a lily pad. I'm going to add some water here on the side, so just some curved lines. And then down here, if you'd like, you can add some fish. I think I'm going to add a few fish. I like to make really simple fish, so I just like to make a straight line, curved line coming out, and then coming back to that initial line, and then a little dot for the eye. It's my favorite type of fish to make. There we go. If there's anything that you'd like to add here to the space on the top, you can do that. I think I'm going to make some cattails. Let me show you how to do that. So a cattail is a type of a plant that you sometimes see near ponds and bodies of water. So I'm just going to make a straight line and then another straight line, and attach to that a long shape like this and a little line coming out the top. Same here on this one. I'm going to make this one a small cattail. And then if you'd like to make a little fly, can do that as well. So I'm just going to make a fly that looks like this with some wings. Here we go. If there's anything else that you'd like to add to your design, go ahead and do that right now. Now that we're finished drawing our cartoon frog, let's add some watercolor paints to our design. If you do not have watercolor paints, that's okay. You can fill in your spaces with either crayons or colored pencils or oil, pastels, or markers. It's completely up to you. Decide on the colors that you'd like to use for your frog, and then you can just start painting. Remember, if your colors start running together, that's okay. That's what watercolor paints love to do. They love to run around on your piece of paper, so don't worry about it too much. I'm going to go ahead and start painting my frog, and then I'm going to paint the rest of my design. Alrighty, I'm finished painting my cartoon frog design. I decided to leave the teeth white and this part of the eye white as well, so that those areas really stand out. I hope that you had a lot of fun with this project. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.